The 40th Airlift Squadron at Dyess Air Force Base has been back from its overseas deployment in Germany for a little over 2 weeks now.
And it may seem strange to many of them that just a few weeks ago they were working halfway around the world and flying into a hazardous duty zone. I know my memories are still fresh because it was just a month ago that photographer Scott Martin and I flew with a Dyess crew into one of the most troubled areas of Eastern Europe.
The view of the Austrian Alps from 17,000 feet is spectacular this Sunday morning. Our Dyess C-130 is headed for Tuzla in northeastern Bosnia. But there's a problem with the weather.
Check this out, guys. The ceiling at Tuzla right now is surface. RVR is -30.
What?
Tuzla is socked in.
If you look down, you can see all the nice, real clear mountains, and everything looks real nice, but as soon as you get into the bowls, the fog just sits there.
The navigator plots a course for Tuzla in Hungary. We'll set down there and wait for the fog at Tuzla to clear. Tuzla is a Hungarian air base. It's being used by NATO forces as a staging area. Troops and equipment pass through daily on the way into Bosnia. We have been on the ground here at Tuzla, Hungary for about 2.5 hours now. When we landed, the skies were clear. It was sunny. But as you can see, the fog has set in, and it looks like now we may have trouble getting out of here. While we wait, the Dyess crew keeps an eye on the weather.
Front passage was supposed to occur around 12Z, which is about a half hour from now. Hopefully that would kick up some winds and blow the fog out of there.
Let's do it.
In the air again, and the forecast is holding. The weather has cleared in Tuzla. Once again, the crew dons their flak vests and prepares the aircraft. NATO has divided Bosnia into 3 main sectors, each dominated by one of the major allies. Tuzla is in the American sector, but the situation is less stable here than in Sarajevo. Evidence of increased security is everywhere you look. To limit the danger to air crews, most planes do an ERO, an engine running offload. They don't stay on the ground long. Our plane is transporting some troops back to Germany. Total time on the ground, less than 15 minutes. From the runway, you notice the guard towers every 500 feet or so.
1326, bye-bye.
We leave Tuzla behind, a lonely outpost in the middle of a cold Bosnian winter.
It's interesting to note here that although Russia is not part of NATO, it is sharing responsibility with the United States in helping to keep the peace in that northeastern part of Bosnia.